May I have your attention, please?
We are controlling transmission. There is nothing wrong.
The Horror Chronicles.
Whether it's a ghost, spirit, or entity, they all feed on it. That's the whispering, the footsteps, the feeling of another presence.
You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
We have such sights to show you.
Have you checked the children?
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Boogeyman's real.
That is better.
They're coming to get you.
What's up, horror fam? You know what time it is. Let's get into this. All right, you fucking did it.
I did it.
You went and fucking did it.
Hell yeah. What's up, horror peeps?
What's up, horror fam? You know what time it is.
Time for the best fucking podcast on the internet.
The Horror fucking Chronicles. We need to change our name to the Horror fucking Chronicles.
We'll just write fucking across his.
Yeah, like graffiti.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. All Slayer style.
Fuck yeah.
No, we're just kidding. No, we're just kidding.
That's right, horror fam. It's just your two favorite fucking people tonight.
Yeah.
And
and we have no guests, so you get to listen to us talk to each other.
Holy shit.
For a change.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And you're in for a treat because we haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, buddy.
We were banked up on episodes, so we actually haven't actually sat down at the table for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, man.
We got a lot of shit to talk about.
We got some fucking shit to get off our shit, man.
Yes.
No, we got a lot of stuff going on, guys. We had a somewhat of a long meeting before we start this podcast, just kind of talking about some things. And we think that we're making some good decisions on some things that we think are importante.
And we make poor decisions, too, as well.
Yes.
Hence the show.
And you're welcome. And you're welcome. But no, guys, we got some pretty cool stuff that we're actually going to do. We decided that we got some cool things ahead of us, so we're pretty excited. But tonight, we're going to talk about just some random things that we've been thinking about. We're going to talk about some movies that we've seen that are coming out.
Some movies we haven't seen.
Some remake, yes. Some remake things. We're going to get into all kinds of good, juicy stuff that make us pissed off. Oh, yeah. Why you wiggling my screen, bro?
Giggity.
So,
what the hell you been up to?
Very busy. Very busy, man. Yeah, so my 8-year-old, just started playing basketball. So I'm helping him. I'm helping coach a little bit. So he keeps me busy. And life, life is going on. Life continues to go on. I'm kind of mad at myself because I haven't had... Like, today felt so fucking good outside, man. It only felt like Halloween, like fall,
It was amazing.
It felt so fucking good outside.
Today is actually the first day of fall.
And it felt like it. And it was fucking awesome.
Welcome to fall, fuckers.
Yeah, fucking fall fuckers. We should make a t-shirt that says that. Fall fuckers. But anyways... No, man, it was nice out, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, I haven't fucking sat down and just watched a good horror movie in a while because I've been doing so many things. I got to get back down to that. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and talk about one movie that you've seen. I haven't seen yet. My wife watched it without me. Yeah, without me. And then proceed to tell me about it later.
You gotta love that. You gotta love it when your wife is on the same page as you.
Yeah. She's ahead of the game.
She's ahead of the game, yeah. So what we're talking about, folks, is James Wan's new Malignant. Hopefully a lot of you have seen it. We're not going to spoil too much because my memory is shit, so I don't really remember a whole lot. And Ryan hasn't seen it yet, but he knows a lot about it. This film...
I'll probably watch tonight.
It's different than what Wan has done in the past.
That's what my wife was saying.
But it's still that Wan fashion. I mean, it's still,
pretty dark.
It's still dark and creepy, and but it's almost. You could almost consider it like a
comedy.
No. Like an anti-hero movie.
Okay.
You know?
An antagonist movie. Pro-antag.
The main protagonist of the film is a guy that you really don't know who he is. You just see blips of him here and there. And he's almost like a vigilante.
Gotcha.
Kind of thing. You catch a lot at the beginning. This movie will hit home with a lot of people because it's they call it a cancer, you know.
Gotcha.
And they end up removing this cancer from this person, and basically, in a nutshell, this cancer comes to life and starts killing people.
Fuck, that's fucking cool.
Not the way cancer normally does.
Cool, okay.
We're talking fast.
Okay.
You know? There's a lot of creep to it. There's a lot of questioning what the hell is going on. It's very... it's very energetic and confusing at the same time.
That's what my wife was saying.
Click. Oh, shit.
My wife was
I know
like,
what's going on.
My wife's like, she was explaining to me like what it was, and she was just rambling off about something. And she's like, it's like like scary something, blah, samurai. I'm like, what? Samurai? I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't want to talk too much about this film because Ryan hasn't seen it yet.
I might watch it tonight, though.
And it's I thought it was really well made. I mean,
well, of course, it's James Wan,
you know?
yeah.
I mean, he makes some killer movies, and the way he filmed this, dude, it was crazy. Because I was watching it with my wife, and my wife is not really big into horror. She'll watch them with me, but then she critiques them the whole time. She's watching them, you know. And there are several points in the film where I was like, oh my God, look at what they just did with the camera there. And my wife would just look at me and like roll her eyes. I'm like, dude, there is this scene, and I'm going to talk about it because it blew my mind that they did this, and it was really cool.
The elevator scene?
No, and it also wasn't the camera through the head scene like they did in TCM. But he does this scene where this girl is in the house, and this thing, at this point, you think the house is haunted, and there's something trying to get to her. And what they do is, this girl is running through the house, and as she's running through the house, they take the camera and they pull it way up above her head. And it's like there's no roof on the house.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can see her running from room to room and up staircases. And it's just really fucking cool the way he thought of doing shit.
Yeah, this is crazy because I've heard a lot of mixed... Actually, not even a lot of mixed. A lot of people are just kind of let down, they said, about it. It wasn't really a...
Well, you can't go into this film expecting The Conjuring, because that's not what it is.
Yeah.
And it's also not Dead Silence, or, for that matter, Saw, you know, which are, you know, we all know are some of James Wan's greatest films. But it's different, but it's good. It's a good different.
See, that's
weird.
My thing is like, before I talk about that, though, real quick, man, I like this new setup. I love being able to fucking just sit back and just have the mic
what do you
here.
guys think of the new setup? I changed the table. We moved the camera. We're a little more intimate. Ryan and I can touch each other now.
We can give handies on our table a lot easier.
And you guys won't even see.
Yay.
We used to sit at a flat table, as you know. Now we're sitting on a corner because nobody puts baby in the corner.
Jack Skeleton.
Yeah.
Pumpkin King. But no, I like it. It's comfortable. So everyone's talking about how, you know, they're disappointed in it and this and that. And a lot of people, though, to get off of this movie and just movies in general, anymore people, I don't know if it's because of COVID and everyone's been locked up for so long or doing what they're doing, but they're just fucking bitching about movies. They're bitching about movies before they even come out.
Yeah.
Halloween Kills isn't even fucking out yet, and they're bitching about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Dude, which I can't wait. I'll be buying tickets for that.
We are going to be watching that. We're going to watch that. My thing, what I'm going to ask you, you know, it's just like, with this, so I'm going to ask you a question, and we'll go.
It's question and answer time.
Yeah, it's a little Q&A. No. What do you think? What was the last badass horror movie that you watched? That came out. The last one that you watched when it came out. Not Halloween because you love Halloween, but the last movie you watched that came out recently that really...
How recent, though?
You tell me.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Tell me what was the last movie.
The last movie that completely blew me away, that I absolutely love, and we talk about it all the time, and that's The Conjuring. That is probably, to me, one of the best movies to come out in the last 20 years.
I'm with you, and that's my point. You know? There's been good movies.
Yeah. Oh, there's been a slew of great films that have come out.
But there was a time period when it was like banger after banger after banger after banger.
But that hasn't happened since 1986.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about, like with James Wan, you had the fucking whole Conjuring universe. You had the whole fucking, Insidious. You had freaking, I guess Dead Silence was his first real, but that's my point. Like, what I'm asking here is, I'm with you on that. I think that The Conjuring was the last movie. Well, I don't say that because Annabelle Coming Home.
Creation.
Or Annabelle Creation.
Creation.
That was it.
Annabelle Creation was phenomenal.
Was a great fucking film. So
it was so good we went to the theater and saw it twice.
Yeah, it's
only
fucking,
because we had to.
Yeah, no shit. God, don't get me started on that one.
Yeah.
But
that movie really fucked with Ryan and I both. We went to the theater here, local theater, and we got all the way through the movie, and like the last 20 minutes of the movie, their projector shut down and they couldn't get it going again.
How pissed,
so
dude.
They gave everybody vouchers, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? I sat through this fucking great film, and now I can't even watch the end of it. Oh my God, we were so pissed, so pissed.
Yeah,
I think I went back the next day and
finished
the
it.
end of it.
Yeah,
and then Ryan went back later.
But no, and that's my point. It's like,
and there's a lot of people fucking hate that movie. That movie gets some serious hate on the internet.
There's a lot of people who like.
I love that.
There's a lot of people who like fucking
Hereditary.
Hereditary. We love you guys. I'm just fucking with you. You guys know that. Everyone got their own preferences, but we're gonna give you shit.
I can't sit here and say that Hereditary is the worst movie I've ever seen.
No, there's Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie.
I wasn't gonna go there, but okay. Hereditary, the first time I watched it, I was like, this is not my kind of movie.
I fell asleep.
And I think I wasn't in the right frame of mind, and Ryan was snoring.
In his lap, snoring.
But I do have to say, once that movie came out on video, I watched it on, Prime or Netflix or something, whatever it's on. I watched it again. I thought I'd give it another try. Still not a great movie to me, but I get it. I get why people like that film.
It's a psychological thing.
I get the creep behind it. It's just, for me, I'm more of this truly, I guess, is a thing. I'm truly a action horror film person.
Yeah.
I'm not big into the psychological thrillers, which Hereditary's got that in spades. To me, a psychological thriller is something like Psycho.
Yeah.
Psycho's a psychological thriller.
Oh,
way fucking better than Hereditary.
Did you remember Mimic?
Mimic. Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
Great film.
I like that one.
God, I haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah. But no. So my question here is, and if you guys want to answer this, send us a fucking message on our Facebook page, or comment below. Where do you think? I mean, what's your outlook on the whole movie production, Hollywood, just original ideas? I mean, because I'm sorry, dude. I thought we learned our lesson with The Craft.
I thought we learned our lesson with the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, but which is not a bad film.
Yeah, I actually love that movie, except for Freddy Krueger. I love that film. I love the way it was made.
I get where you're coming here. You know, where is Hollywood going with this stuff? It's tough to come up with original ideas. It really is, because there's been so much done. And honestly, it depends on when you grew up and what your frame of mind is whenever you watch a film. I have watched a film and absolutely loved it because I was in the right frame of mind when I watched it. Watch it later, and it's horrible, you know?
Or vice versa.
Or vice versa, you know? I remember, well, just for instance, Jason X. I went to the theater and saw Jason X. I thought that was a fucking killer movie. Sitting in the theater watching that film. Awesome. Fucking loved it. The girl I was dating at the time went to see it with me. She didn't care for it.
Yeah.
Now, granted, she wasn't a horror freak like I am, you know. But now when I watch that film, it's more comedic to me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here's a big one. Speaking of this girl, I took this girl to see Underworld.
Ah.
Underworld. Oh, Kate Beckinsale. Holy shit. Hold on, guys. I need to catch my breath. Underworld. Fucking fantastic film. Fantastic. We leave the theater, and she's like, oh, yeah, it was pretty good. We get in the car. She's talking to one of her girlfriends on the phone, and she's like, yeah, I just went with JT to see the new Underworld movie. And I could just, you know, I can tell what the conversation is, you know, and apparently the girl was like, oh, well, how was it? And she was like, well, it was okay, but there wasn't very much action in it. And I looked at her, I was like, what the fuck? Were we even sitting in the same theater? That movie is all action from the very beginning. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, so it just goes to show, I mean, it depends on the frame of mind you're in. But to get back to your question, though, is where is Hollywood going? That's tough, dude, because it's getting really hard to impress some people. Us being two of them.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that because there's some great movies out there.
There's good movies, man, but my thing is, it's like there's nothing that's fucking blowing my hair back at all anymore. There's no, and like they go to do these remakes, and
you got to use that fan thing in the bathroom.
Yeah, my ass.
The hand dryer.
But you know,
you ever dry your pubes with a hand dryer?
But dry my butt cheeks with it. I wash them up in the sink.
I walked in one day and there was some dude drying his pits.
Yeah, buddy.
What the hell?
Hey, but you gotta do what you gotta. No, so there just hasn't been a bunch of great movies out, and they keep doing these remakes, man. I'm like, fuck, just leave shit alone. Like they're getting ready to remake The Lost Boys.
Yeah, which I've seen the cast in that, and it's why? Why would you even remotely think that that's going to work?
And to me, man, it's just like, why?
And I'm not saying these kids aren't good actors.
It doesn't, yeah, but it's not the point. The point is like, with this movie,
doesn't need to be remade.
It's like, okay, here's a non-horror movie for you guys, so you can understand what I'm saying. The Karate Kid.
Wait a minute. We're talking to horror people. They understand.
I know, but I mean a non-horror movie, though.
Kid, yeah.
So The Karate Kid, okay? They remade it. It's not even about karate. It's about kung fu. I'm a martial arts guy. You guys know that. So I took my nephews to go watch it because they love the original Karate Kid. I will let them watch it. You know, I said, this is what I watched. I love this movie. Yeah.
Cobra Kai.
No, mercy is for the weak. We left.
Yeah.
And my thing was, I'm like, why did they call this The Karate Kid, A, when it's about kung fu? Yeah. And two, it's a different story.
Well, it's kind of the same story. It's just a different take on it.
Yeah, it's a different name it something else. Come up with your own shit and just put it out there, man.
Be original.
But like with the Craft, that fucking original, amazing.
Yeah.
A cult classic. Yeah. You know, the new one, I mean, you guys, it is what it is. Nightmare on Elm Street. I will tell you, I love the fucking. I love the darkness of that movie. I like the actors they picked, except for Krueger. And we talked about it before already. We know we love the guy, but
yeah, absolutely.
You just can't replace Robert Englund. You know what I mean? You can't.
Am I still on? I'm here.
Yeah. See, I like this, man. I like being able to sit back but I just it really sucks, man, because I worry about in our genre of things we do, like on this podcast, the movies that are coming out, you know, or if there is going to be any movies coming out, you know. I'm fucking still waiting for Stranger Things fucking new season to come out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ooh, I am excited. We're 2 days out from the new Creep Show season on Shudder.
So,
come on, Shudder, pay us.
My thing is, my thing is like, what's going to happen with everything? Like, it just seems like there's, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because like, you know, we have access to so much now, you know, and I'll catch myself going through the new releases, and I'm like, and eventually I end up watching a old movie from the 80s.
Yeah, man.
Or the 70s, you know.
Now,
I got to throw a shout out. Amanda Lee put a post up. She got a whole slew of Blu-rays and DVDs. You got one of my favorite DVDs in there, and that is The Legend of Hellhouse.
Ooh,
absolutely love that film.
Yeah, man. And so it's like you said, I constantly find myself going back to the old ones, which is awesome that we have those.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just the genre I felt for a few years was coming back and doing awesome and doing good. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Horror's back, man. You know, like that movie Hellfest. Remember Hellfest?
Oh, yeah.
Dude. But then it just drops off, man. I know COVID happened or whatever, but that doesn't stop scripts from being written. It doesn't stop, you know.
Well, you know, you've got a whole group of new directors coming out. You know, I'm going to throw this guy's name out there. Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele has got some great ideas. But he's more into that psychosis, that psychological horror like you talk about. If I was well, I am living in this age, but if I was younger, you know,
grown up
coming up
in this age,
70s and 80s horror, I would probably love his stuff for the mind fuck that it is. You know?
Oh, I love like Us. I think is a creepy fucking concept.
It is,
dude.
But even Us was one of those films that it just didn't hit the mark for me.
Yeah.
Because I grew up on those 80s slashers, and you know, and those old, you know, now here's one: haunted house movies. I absolutely love haunted house films. They are my favorite films out there. Can't get enough of them. Growing up, you got movies like, well, this was before my time, but you got House on Haunted Hill, you know, in the 50s. Then in the 70s, The Legend of Hellhouse. Even The Haunting, you know, which came out in 99. Those were all great haunted house films. Poltergeist. One of the best haunted house films ever made, in my opinion. Now, your haunted house films are... There's a different twist to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not truly a haunting. It's somebody raped somebody's child or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Which I can't stand. But it's... fuck, I guess it's too modern.
Yeah, I tell you, I actually enjoyed like the Paranormal Activities.
See, and I couldn't do it, dude. Like the first one, I thought was really good.
Made a fucking ass ton of money.
Made a shit ton.
Holy
of money.
fuck, dude!
Until I really stopped and analyzed that movie, and I was like, fuck.
That's awesome. You guys
The
didn't hear.
Purge.
You guys didn't hear that, but I can't believe.
Ryan's phone just went off, and it's the Purge siren.
Yeah, so I get a message like, "Burn."
I thought it was his ass at first, but it's actually his phone. But I don't know. Paranormal Activity, great concept, but I've never been a big fan of found footage films.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I'm not going to knock Paranormal Activity at all because it made a shit ton of money. And for the budget they had, they did a fantastic job on that film. But it's just too unbelievable. I know that sounds fucked up to say about a movie. I can sit here and tell you that, Poltergeist is a believable film to me. But Paranormal Activity's not. It all depends on your
mindset.
Conception.
You know what? It's funny. You're talking about found footage movies. I was listening to Tinfoil Hat podcast, and Sam Tripoli's on there. He's like, man, he's like, I remember I went and fucking watched Blair Witch in theater, and it was scary as fuck, dude. We were like, shit. Oh no, it wasn't Sam Tripoli. This was Brendan Schaub on the Fighter and a Kid podcast. He's like, we were like, fuck, man, that was creepy as shit.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, damn, that was fucking crazy. I wonder where those people what happened to them, you know. He's like, and then I found out like a week later, we found out that chick was like, it was an actually a fake movie or whatever. Yeah. It's like you seen her in I remember, and he's like, we were like, what the fuck? That was the shittiest fucking movie.
Yeah,
they went from the creepiest movie to the shittiest fucking movie.
Well, you know, and it's funny. I'm glad you brought up Blair Witch Project because Blair Witch, when it came out, it fucking smashed the theater. I mean, fucking crushed in the theater. And their marketing behind that movie was fucking stellar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The people that did the marketing for that film were fucking geniuses. Geniuses. They had everybody believing that that was real. Because there weren't that many found footage films out there right now.
Yeah. Well, it looked like...
That ushered in the found footage fucking genre.
Yeah.
You know, there were some out there, but not... They were really obscure. And, man, I need a longer cord.
I remember how I found out that it was fake because I seen the fucking chick in the Steak and Shake commercial.
It wasn't a Steak and Shake in Burkittsville, was it?
No, this is the Steak and Shake commercial. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, wait, is that the chick from Blair Witch? It looks just like her. And then I started looking into it. I'm like, what the fuck? That was a fake movie?
Dude, it was funny because I remember when that came out. I was playing in a band in St. Louis, and my drummer
plays a skin flute.
His girlfriend, I still do that. My drummer and his girlfriend went and saw this film, and they just would not stop talking about it. And this is the same guy that when I told him about the hauntings that I experienced in my house, thought I was the biggest fucking liar that had ever walked the face of the earth. But yet he comes to me and tells me how this movie is real and all this shit actually happened. And I'm like, whatever, you know. And back then, you know, I was more interested in music, so I wasn't going to the theater and watching a lot of movies. I'd just wait till they came out on video or whatever. And I remember that film came out on video, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to rent that motherfucker. And I rented it and watched it and was fucking sorely disappointed. It's a good movie. I'm not going to knock it. It's a good movie, but
it scared the shit.
There was no belief factor there.
See, I was a kid when it came out, like a kid, and like it scared.
And I was in my 20s.
It scared the shit out of me because, like, I remember like the part with like the little tent when the tent's in the kids' hands and shit on the outside, and them laugh like. That scared the fuck out of me, dude.
Yeah. I think the part that fucked me up was the fucking dude in the corner in the basement.
Yes, that was creepy as shit.
That kind of fucked me up. So that's a cool question for you. What's your favorite found footage film? I'm going to throw one out there that's going to fuck you up.
Go ahead, and I'll think of mine. I'll think...
Cloverfield.
That is a good movie.
It is.
That is a good movie.
I don't like found footage films.
Now, that movie...
I really fucking dug that movie.
That was good.
And I think it was because it was the whole creature feature kind of thing.
Gotcha.
You I really dug that movie.
It kind of made me a little bit sick, motion,
Yes, absolutely.
But it was a fucking good movie.
That movie turned you on your head.
Yes.
I mean, it was like...
like when the buildings fall down and they're fucking...
Yeah.
Dude, that was a good one. That was a good one. I don't watch a whole lot of found footage films, man. It would have to... I mean, to be honest with you, the only ones I can even think of right now off the top of my head was the Blair Witch Project and Cloverfield. I mean, I can't think of any...
Well, Paranormal Activity.
I guess Paranormal Activity would be... And to be honest with you, I like those. So I enjoyed those movies.
Yeah.
I like those movies pretty good. So
it was funny. I kind of like the... when you talk about Paranormal Activity... the one with the really cute blonde chick in it, which I don't remember if that was the second or the third one.
Yes, it's one. It's probably
and the little kid coming up behind her.
Yeah.
Yes, that was trippy. That was trippy.
There's some good ones, man. There's some good ones. I just, I really it sucks, man, because like already my kids don't get to go to. Let's go grab pizza and go grab a fucking movie, and go pick out a movie.
Yeah, there's no video stores. Oh, pick out a movie here. Hold on, let me change the channel here.
Yeah, I mean, now it's cool. I don't, that I get to do that. But even with movie theaters, man, anymore, it's little Mikey Mouse.
Dude, what the fuck happened to his hair?
There's blood in it, bruh. There's blood in it, bruh.
Slicked him back. And
he's going
to a point.
He's trying to grow a mullet.
Troll Michael. That's my garden gnome.
Yeah.
But my buddy Ryan got me.
Yay! And I got him this one.
Got me Jason too.
Right. Yeah, they're pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
My wife was lovely enough and got me the whole fucking set.
Fuck yeah.
It's funny, we know what Jax wants to be this year for Halloween.
What's that?
Leatherface.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hope it's the old school one.
He wanted to be yeah, he wanted to be leather. He wanted to be leather.
The new one's a little.
He wanted to be Leatherface or Carnage. And there's just no good Carnage costumes, Carnage from Marvel, Venom.
Oh, Venom.
Carnage, the red dude.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But no, he's like,
Sorry, I'm Marvel illiterate.
He wants to be he wanted to be either first off he wanted to be Jason or Leatherface. And I was like, well, I mean, it is the schools now.
Yeah.
Can't have blood on anything, can't do this, can't do that. And like, fuck. So I don't know. Leatherface's face is made out of fucking human skin. So it's like
try and kick me out for that.
I love him.
It's just skin on my face.
And my youngest is obsessed with he loves Mortal Kombat. My youngest is huge in the martial.
Please tell me he wants to be Sub-Zero.
Oh, either Sub-Zero, Scorpion, or Raiden. That's his guys.
Nice.
So he fucking loves martial arts. He wants to be a ninja. He's always like, Dad, can you train me to be a ninja? Because
yes, I can.
Yeah, so just so I can teach you how to fight very well. Yeah. But other than that, which is funny because I show him like some of the medals I got for going to competitions and stuff, like for weapons. Yeah. He's like, oh, you got to use this and this, and he's all doing all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah. So it's pretty cool. But so yeah, Jax is like, I want to be Leatherface. I'm like, yeah. Nice. Jax has always been that way. My oldest has always been, and he's been in the fucking horror movies forever, man. He loves that shit. But so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been trying to get myself ready for Halloween. So the other night, so my birthday was last week. Fuck yeah.
Happy birthday to you, you old fucking prick.
So I spent, my wife had to work, so I spent all day watching horror films.
Fuck yeah.
And of course, I had to watch Salem's Lot.
Yep.
Salem's Lot is my favorite vampire film. It is right up there with Dracula 2000. Which is another one of my favorites. People fucking hate that movie, dude.
I like that movie.
Love that film, dude.
Did you you drink that fucking half gallon I got you?
Well, yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh yeah, is it? You like it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and by the way, Greg, mine's bigger than yours.
Oh, Greg and Mortis over there at fucking Land of the Creeps.
Yeah. Shout out the land of the crepes.
Bill and Dave and Pearl and Greg and everybody over there. Yeah, I bought. Greg's always drinking American honey,
Jim
right?
Beam honey.
Jim Beam honey.
Yeah.
So I bought fucking JT a half gallon of it for his birthday.
Yeah. He handed me that. I was like, holy shit, it's going to be a fun night.
Gotta do what you got, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I may have to get some more of that.
But yeah, man, it's just, that's something
There's a lot of cool stuff coming out that I'm interested in, but I'm to the point where I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Afraid.
Not afraid.
Yeah. I mean, it's really tough when you've watched as many films as we have. It's hard to find something that really scares you.
See, and that's the thing with me. But here's the thing. For me, I'll be honest with you, I don't get scared at all.
Right. And that's what I'm getting at.
My thing is the jump scares get you because it's a jump scare. You know, that's what it's made to do. Kind of, shit.
Some of these films use that way too much.
Yes. Now, my thing is that I love horror movies still. Give me something I want to watch.
Yeah.
You know,
Agreed.
I don't have to be scared with it. Make it fucking interesting for me.
Right.
You know, it's fucking crazy to me how I can watch a movie, and I guess it's not really because of the whole nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
But I can watch a movie from the 80s and it fucking be just as fucking good as it was.
Times.
I know every word to it. I know every scene.
Oh, yeah.
And I still fucking love it, and I still enjoy it.
Well, that's what I did on my birthday.
But you see, like,
I not only watched Salem's Lot, I also watched Halloween.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But in my defense, I'm trying to get myself ready for Halloween.
So, what movie could you watch now over and over again, or say, hey, I can go back to that movie and it's going to be one of my go-to fucking movies if I want to watch a good movie?
I have quite a few. You got to have some context there.
Well, okay, what's a horror movie that you think, okay, I can watch that right now and it's going to be just as good as the first time I watched it? Like, and I can go straight to it.
Well, without a doubt, Salem's Lot, Halloween.
Yes, but when did those come out?
Well, Salem's Lot was 79.
Okay,
Halloween
I'm talking about recent horror movie, recent horror movies.
Recent horror films. The most recent that I can pull off the top of my head would be Trick or Treat. I have watched that movie several times, and I am still entertained by it. I still love that film. I love the way they filmed it. Although it's an anthology film, I love the way they tied everything together. The effects on it, they used a lot of practical effects that look phenomenal. When all the girls turn into werewolves at the end.
Love that scene.
Fucking amazing.
So
for me... So, Halloween season. That is one of my go-to films for Halloween.
Gotcha. That's what I'm saying. What new... Okay, Trick or Treat. What modern movie in the last 10 years, 15 years, okay, 15 years, the last 15 years is going to be a Halloween, a Lost Boys, a Silver Bullet, a cult classic, freaking Evil Dead? What movie can you think of that's going to be one of those in 20 years?
Man, it's tough. That is tough. That's a hard thing to swallow. I mean, there's a few movies that I think are going to be some of those go-to films. Now, if you're talking for myself, it's going to be films like Trick or Treat.
Yeah, Trick or Treat for sure. I can see that.
The Conjuring.
Yeah.
I actually, and I know I'm going to step on some toes here because a lot of people are not into it. I am going to go, probably not tonight because I'll probably end up going to bed early, but I am going to watch The Nun again really soon. I really like the creepy goth feeling of that film.
The atmosphere.
You know, I even like The Curse of La Llorona.
Yeah.
Just because of that creepy.
Damn it, we need to be getting a hold of fucking.
Oh yeah, Lael and Sandra, we need to get you on the show. Sandra is of Mexican descent, and she has offered to come on the show and actually tell us the real story behind La Llorona.
We need to get that set up soon.
I will send Lael a message tonight.
That'd be cool.
And be like, hey, bro.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
But
and we'll do a Zoom meeting with them.
Yes.
That'll work out really cool because both of them will be in the same house. And Lael actually has been on the show a couple times, and he is very, very astute with the horror and the metal.
Fuck you. So yeah, man. Do you see what I'm saying though? So like basically,
yeah, I get what you're saying. There are no more of those cult classics. I mean, has there been a cult classic in the last 10 years?
Death Proof and fucking
Death
Planet
Proof,
Terror,
dude.
Planet Terror,
Death Proof, fucking phenomenal.
Planet Terror, fucking.
Planet Terror is really good too, but Death Proof.
I love Planet Terror. Death Proof is badass, but I love Planet Terror.
Oh, really?
Dude.
See, I'm the opposite.
See, yeah.
I absolutely love Death Proof because of Kurt Russell.
Fucking Kurt Russell.
And fucking, oh my God, her name just fucking flew right out of my head.
And into your pants.
The fucking, oh my God. She played Butterfly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just that fucking dance scene in the bar, dude, is just enough to make you have to go to the bathroom.
Well, what's cool that one of the chicks
Love
in
that film.
one of the chicks in that film,
Rosario Dawson. Sorry,
you know, one of
took me a minute.
I can't remember her name, but one of the chicks in the film, I can't remember her fucking name. Damn it, it pissing me off. She is a stunt woman, and she's the one that's riding on the hood of the car. Remember when they're fucking flying?
Yeah.
She is a legit badass chick.
Yeah.
She did all those stunts herself. She's a stunt woman. She did all that shit herself. Nice. She was just on that fucking hood. She was hot. Yeah, she's bad, dude. She's fucking awesome.
Of course, Planet Terror. I mean,
fucking love Planet Terror.
Great film. Rose McGowan with
the
fucking machine gun leg.
The beginning dance scene.
Oh my god, dude! I haven't watched that in a while, and I've got it in the house.
Watch that. That's a fucking film you want to watch, dude. I love that movie.
I love both of those films, man. Fucking Robert Rodriguez fucking killed it with that fucking Grindhouse series.
That's definitely going to be a cult. That's going to be a classic for me. That's one that I can go
and
to.
I love the way they filmed that, even though it's a modern movie.
It reminded you.
You feel like you're watching something from the 70s.
Yes, late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah. That had that fucking grainy fucking camera.
Yeah, man.
And I love how they make the fucking picture twitch occasionally, you know?
Yep.
Dude, fucking great films.
I tell you what's an excellent movie, series of movies, and we talked about it once on here before, twice, maybe. We've mentioned it, but...
I want to talk about Twilight.
Hey, fuck you. But, no... Feast.
Oh, I snorted. Sorry. Feast, man. You know, it was funny. I had seen the first one, but I had never seen the
I told you.
One. And dude, I hadn't seen that movie in forever, and I had forgotten a lot of it. And Ryan and I sat here. We actually did a review on Feast 1 and Feast 2.
Yes.
And 3.
We did a
little blib on 3. But man, dude, those movies are so fun, man.
Great classic. I mean, dude, they're fucking excellent movies. It's like a mix between
the cover of that film too, with that fucking with the big.
It's that those movies are all they kind of remind you of a Quentin Tarantino, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or they kind of it's like a mix of fucking.
I gotta have a drink.
It's a mix between like freaking From Dusk to Dawn, and it's like it's got its own little but it feels like those movies, and it's such a fun film. And one of the other things I really like about how I think there's only 3 of them. They literally ride back to back to back with each other. They go straight into the next film, and there's no like time in between. It's like boom, boom, boom. But they're just super freaking fun, and you know.
Dude, From Dusk Till Dawn. That'll be another one. Because that movie is fucking killer. Not a huge Clooney fan, but my God,
yeah, me neither.
Killed it in that film.
Me neither.
I mean, look at the stars in that film. You got Clooney, you got Juliette Lewis, fucking, you got the man, Tom Savini.
Fuck yeah, with his little gun.
Fucking
talk about a dance scene. Talk about a fucking dance scene.
Salma Hayek doing that,
Salma Hayek.
Yeah, doing the fucking dance scene in that with the fucking big ass snake. Holy shit!
Have you seen her now?
She probably still looks fucking amazing.
Ridiculous.
Probably looks better.
Fucking ridiculous. Oh, I want to be a real boy. But no, man, like, yeah, ridiculous, man. I just think, I don't know. A lot of stuff that's going on, you know, and I got that fire still burning in me, but I haven't had a chance to fucking just sit down and relax and watch some fucking horror movies and just, you know, today felt like the first day of being able to do something like that. Like, the weather was perfect. I walked outside. I was like, fuck, it's so nice out there now. So
dude, I tell you, man, I've had a blast doing this episode, man.
Shit, yeah.
The fucking, I'm fucking ready for Halloween now. There's so much shit I want to watch, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So, you know, do you have those weird films you watch around Halloween that you don't normally watch?
I'm trying to think. Because, like, for me, man,
I get all childish.
Oh, yeah, because you watch fucking
Ichabod Crane.
Yeah.
The old Disney Ichabod Crane. I watch that every year. In fact, I'm probably going to watch that probably tomorrow or Friday, because Saturday is my favorite day of the year. My wife and I are going to start decorating for Halloween.
There it is.
So part of the cemetery is going to go out Saturday, and then, dude, by then I'm going to be in fucking full fucking humping a pumpkin fucking Halloween.
Humping a heat up cantaloupe.
There was a meme on Facebook today, and it was a guy. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm getting ready to decorate for Halloween." And it said, "But it's not even Uck." And then the picture is the guy fucking put his face down, and he's fucking humping a fucking pumpkin. Hey, that's one way to cut the eyes out.
So, look at these holes. How can you see those tiny eyes?
Hey, remember when you were in school trying to put a fucking square peg in a round hole? Now he's putting a round peg in a triangle hole.
How did you get to look like that? You know what?
Like it's crying.
You know what, man? When it probably is.
Oh my god!
But you know, movies I always go to the classics during October. You know, I watch Silver Bullet. I watch, of course, Lost Boys, Maximum Overdrive. There's no really weird movies that I watch. Well, you know what? There is one I watch every year. And it's because I kind of got to, and it's not really horror. It's not. What?
I think I know what
what are you thinking?
Ernest Scared Stupid?
Yes.
Yes. I have not watched that in years.
I fucking love that. My son.
I need to watch that.
My son has watched that probably 7 times in the last month.
Really?
He watches it all fucking time.
Dude, that's it. I'm coming to your house, and your son and I are going to watch that film.
He will. He'll sit there and tell you.
Yeah.
He'll sit there and tell you every fucking.
Fuck yeah!
He
Dude,
remember. He's only 4. He'll memorize the whole fucking movie. He loves that.
I tell you, a good one that came out last year, which I am not a big Adam Sandler fan, but
I love Adam Sandler.
UB Halloween.
That's a good one. I watched it.
It was pretty good.
I like that one.
It was pretty good.
I love Adam Sandler. He's actually a really good dude too.
You know, I like Adam Sandler, but I kind of get tired of, usually with his movies, by the time I get to the end of them, I'm tired of his shtick.
Yeah. See, I like Adam Sandler because
His slapstick kind of,
I watch them movies when I just want to fucking laugh about stupid shit. And like what's cool about him is he has a good group of friends that are super fucking funny, and he always puts them in his movies.
Absolutely.
And they're fucking funny as shit, and I love it. But no, Hubie Halloween was good. Another one I watch every year, of course. Everyone watches it. It's not horror, but it's a fucking classic movie that everyone fucking watches. Is Hocus Pocus.
Fuck yeah! Great
So
film. We usually show that on the projector every year for Halloween.
it's a good movie, man.
At my house, what we do is we do a big, huge Halloween display out in the yard, and then our studio here, we're actually in my garage. And what we'll do is we'll open the garage, and I decorate the inside of the garage, and we've got a projector that, I don't know, we're getting like a 140-inch screen or something shit like that. But we will project different Halloween movies, and we usually always do Hocus
Yes,
Pocus.
that's a great
Because that's a great classic film for Halloween.
Yeah, they're supposed to be coming out with a part 2, I think.
Yeah. My wife, it was funny, my wife just told me the other day, she's like, okay, we got to watch all the Halloween towns, except for the third one. And I was like, okay, so we got to watch the first two.
See, man, you know what's something cool I've been watching just because I get it I get it now. But like the old, there's some cool movies coming out. There's some cool TV shows that come out for kids. There's one I watched recently called The Night Book. Or Night Books.
I just watched that.
That's fucking good.
It was really good. What was weird is I knew going into it was a kid's movie.
Yes.
I knew that. But I told my wife. Now, my wife and I, we don't have kids.
Yeah.
But, my wife has a kid. But I don't have any kids. But, yeah, we watched that. In fact, we just watched it a couple days ago. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it. My boys, I try to find some creepy stuff for them to watch.
Did they get a kick out of it?
Yeah. My youngest really likes those.
I really watched it because the witch in that film is the chick that played Jessica Jones.
But yeah, there's some cool movies and TV shows for kids that they've made. Like there's one that was really cool, neat for kids, called what is it? Some about babysitters.
The Babysitter?
Not The Babysitter. That's not for kids.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Adventures in Babysitting or Adventure of Baby.
Adventures in what was the name of that?
It's actually monsters that are under the bed.
Yeah, magical beasts or shit like that.
Yeah, and it's actually really cool.
The Babysitter's Guide. Something like that.
Yeah. And actually, it was pretty cool little show.
I haven't watched that yet. I remember when I saw the preview for it, I was like, oh, we ought to check that out. And we just haven't watched it.
So there are some pretty cool little shows, TV shows that come out now for kids to be able to watch. So.
Here's an idea, and I don't know, maybe you've done this. Have you watched Scary Stories with them?
Yes. The movie? Yes. They love it.
What did they think of that?
They love it. I
have not watched that since we saw it in the theater.
Oh, I'll watch it.
I probably need to rewatch that.
My youngest is always like, Dad, do you remember the lady who hugged a boy and he just went into her stomach? and he's into that shit. He remembers everything, so it's pretty cool. But there's a lot of cool, there's a lot of cool shows that for kids, and what's cool about it is I can watch with my kids and be cool with it, and I enjoy it too, But Scary Stories, I just wish that they would have. I like that movie.
Right.
And I know it's for kids.
I know where you're going.
It's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Right.
It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. They could have done a little more with it, but
I wish it would have been a tad darker.
Yes, just a little bit. But it was good.
But it was good. I enjoyed it. So here's a weird one that not a lot of people have heard about. My wife and I just watched the first episode last night. There is a new series. It's an epic series, but you can watch it on Amazon Prime right now for free. It's called Chapelwaite. And it's got Adrian Brody in it. And it was based off of a Stephen King short story called Jerusalem's Lot. You catching the theme there?
Uh-huh.
Because Jerusalem's Lot is what the fictional town of Salem's Lot was originally called. And they changed it from Jerusalem's Lot to Salem's Lot. So once I read through the synopsis of it, I was like, oh my God, I got to watch that. Well, we've only gotten through the first episode of it, and it's set back in like the mid-1800s. Which I'm not a big fan of period piece films.
Me
like
either.
this.
I can't.
But this is different. It's good filmmaking. It's just set in that time period.
Yeah.
In the first one, you're starting to get little glimpses of the haunting at Chapel Wait.
That's cool.
And I cannot wait to finish this series.
I say that I don't like time. I kind of like Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
Yeah. Now, see, my wife read that book, and then we watched the film, and my wife is really big into Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
She loves that series. I was not that impressed with it.
The movie?
The movie. Because, well, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Yes.
It was good. I can sit through it. But I can't sit through Pride and Prejudice.
Oh no, no! But that movie was I hate.
Talk about period piece movies that are fucking killer that you can sit through. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Dude,
that's a good one.
That movie was fucking killer.
That's a good movie. That's a good one.
It was good. It was good.
But I started watching this one series that came out fairly recently called Black Winter.
Oh, Purge again. Somebody's dying.
Black. Is it Black Winter or Dark Winter?
Well, I don't know. There's a Black Summer.
Black Summer. That's what it is.
I started watching.
Yes,
that.
I'd start watching it.
I watched like the first few episodes of
it,
and it was killer. I just haven't gotten back to it.
Same thing with me.
We've had so much other shit to watch.
Same thing with me.
We're really big into the Lucifer series. So we finished that up. And it, unfortunately, folks, it did come to an end. Sucks, because I love that series. I've been watching it since it was on TV.
Yeah.
If you haven't got into that, dude, start at the beginning.
Yeah, Krista said she liked it. She watched like the first half of the first season or something like that.
Yeah, great series. And it gets even darker as it goes along.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is some cool stuff out there. Netflix is trying to do. Netflix did that cool series Fear Street.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, I think that what's coming along now is going to be more of the whole 2TV stuff.
Yeah.
Like specials and stuff like that.
Right.
That's going to be.
And you were talking earlier about what's going to hold up, later on. A series like that Fear Street.
Yeah.
A series of 3 movies. It was a trilogy. I think that will probably hold up, just because of the way they did it.
Yeah.
It was semi-kid friendly.
Yeah.
I say semi because there's a lot of gore in it.
And in that second one, there's pretty good or pretty hardcore, kind of a little sex scene going on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. It's not kid friendly at all. Don't let your kids watch that shit.
But no, it's good. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, guys. And I think that's what I'm going to start digging more into is some of these shows that are coming out and some stuff like that. So,
there's a lot of stuff that I can't wait for. I am dying to see Halloween Kills.
Yes.
I've seen 2 or 3 different trailers for that, and I'm stoked. That's another thing. A lot of people really dissed Halloween 2018. I fucking love that movie. I thought it was a great extension of the series. Because a lot of people don't know, if you haven't watched that film, it really does away with a lot of the other movies. It basically, anything after part 2 doesn't exist.
Well, you know what? Here's my thing with all that. I love all those.
Yeah. I do too.
So I don't care. A good movie is a good movie.
Yeah. Movie that a lot of people love to hate, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Yeah.
That is one of my go-to Halloween films. I love the whole series. Yes, there's some misses. I get it. But Halloween 3, Season of the Witch is one of those films that I have to watch every year around Halloween.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate that film because of the lack of Michael Myers. But if you look at that film as a standalone film, it's a great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Great
movie. Yeah, guys, there's a ton of good stuff, man. If you guys want to
talk all night.
If you guys want to come on the show and talk about some of the movies you want to give us your Halloween list, or even just talk about whatever, you got some haunting stuff going on, whatever it may be, come on, let us know. Send us a message. You guys know how easy it is to get on the show. We'll set it up. So
super easy.
Very easy, guys. That's tonight's episode. We had a blast. It's been a minute since we've done this.
No.
It's been a minute since we've done
Ryan
this
said,
one.
Fuck you, you're done.
And
we haven't talked very much here lately.
Yeah.
We've both been busy as hell.
Well, some stuff we talk about, we have to talk about off of the camera.
Right.
So, but no, man, we love you guys as always, horror fam. You guys are awesome. We've been getting more and more people coming over, and it's just really cool. Shout out to all of our other fellow podcasters out there still doing it. Everywhere.
There's some great shows, guys, out there. If you listen to us, you'll love shows like Land of the Creeps, Phantom Galaxy. Even check out like Hillbilly Horror Stories, Evil Jelly, Brohio podcast. Some guys are awesome.
Yes, there's a bunch of them, guys. Check them out and show support for everybody because we all need it, So we love you, horror fam, and of course, more importantly, as always, until next time, keep it creepy.